Unless you've been living under a rock for the past week, then you will know the big theme park news. Wait, I'm underselling this here. This is the biggest theme park news to ever come out of the UK, and that is that Universal Studios is coming to the United Kingdom. Fair enough, we all knew it was coming, but to have it announced and it be all official, it's just the best news ever. Not just for us theme park lovers, but it's great for the UK in general too, and just how good it's going to be for the economy. It's going to create so much tourism and all those jobs too. There's a million videos already out there explaining and announcing all the news about Universal Studios UK, so be sure to check all those out where they explain all the different areas that could be coming and everything that we know so far. I could cover all that news in this video, but I'd just be relaying the information when there's already so many videos out there explaining all the different areas, all the different rumours, everything that we know so far, so be sure to go check all those videos out. But yeah, I am so excited for Universal Studios UK. Universal's Islands of Adventure is my favourite park in the entire world. Also very excited for Epic Universe, that's going to be incredible. So to have something like that here in the UK, it's just going to be amazing and I cannot wait. Now, Merlin Entertainments, they have ruled the UK theme park scene for years. I mean, you've got Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Chessington World of Adventures, Legoland, they own them all. Of course, you have all the other UK theme parks like Drayton Manor, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and Polton's, but it's Merlin who own all those big theme parks here in the UK. They are a giant, but in 6 years, that is all about to change because Universal Studios Great Britain is coming, and if you don't think that Merlin are sweating right about now, then think again. Let's talk about why Merlin could be in serious trouble. What Universal could bring to the UK that we've never seen before, and how Universal could reshape the whole British theme park industry. Spoiler alert, it's not about the bigger and world's first roller coasters, it's about everything else that Merlin have been avoiding. But just before we go any further, if you are enjoying this video so far, then be sure to hit that like button to let me know, and if you are new around here, then please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing, because we make plenty of theme park and adventure videos here which you don't want to miss. Now, Merlin have been the undisputed ruler of UK theme parks for over a decade now. They have all the big roller coasters, all the events, all the entertainment, all the cool dark rides, all the overpriced food and drinks. But now that Universal Studios Great Britain is on the way, they're going to be sweating harder than the Alton Bear actor in a heatwave. And here's why. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Merlin theme parks. I love Alton Towers, I love Thorpe Park, I love Chessington World of Adventures. They all hold a special place in my heart, and I will always spend my time visiting them all. But over the years, and especially recently, they've started losing that magic. And I'll start first with the maintenance, because even though they've been slowly keeping on top of it, the theming, it's very outdated. I mentioned this in my most recent video, which was Alton Towers versus Thorpe Park, but some of those queue lines and station buildings, they really need a refresh. I mean, it's 2025, and some of these world-class roller coasters, they should feel like they belong in 2025. The theming for some of these rides and roller coasters fades faster than my will to live whilst I'm in the queue for the Smiler during the summer holidays. And it's been said a lot recently, especially this season already, but the ride availability at Alton Towers, it has been very poor. The opening times are super short for most of the year too. I mean, there are days where the parks are open a little bit longer into the evening, but some days the parks are open 10 a.m. till 4 p.m, which is crazy, and especially for the entry price. There's all the upcharges too, like parking. I mean, that has gone up this year. Again, that's gone up to £12 now at Alton Towers. And then you also have things like fast passes, which cost between £60 to £120, depending on what type of package that you get. Now, don't get me wrong, Universal Studios Great Britain, I'm sure they're going to charge a lot for parking, and I'm sure they're going to introduce expensive fast passes. But for the Merlin theme parks, I just don't think it's worth spending all that money on a fast track when you won't know if all the rides are going to be operating that day. I mean, look at Hyperia, for example. That ride has been so unreliable already this season. Merlin have also invested in IPs which, in my opinion, haven't hit hard at all. Take Gangster Granny, for example. When Universal Studios Great Britain comes along, they're going to make this ride look embarrassing when they introduce all their dark rides. There's also The Walking Dead The Ride at Thorpe Park. I mean, it's not the worst roller coaster, but nobody's going around saying it's their favourite roller coaster either. And finally, innovation. When was the last time that Merlin announced something, bar Hyperia, that was truly exciting? Some of you in the comments might mention Nemesis Reborn, Toxicator, and that's fair enough, both of those were exciting, but I'm not talking about re-themes, flat rides, or family roller coasters. I'm talking about something truly exciting. Something that gave it a feeling like they did when they announced Universal Studios Great Britain. I can't remember a time when Merlin announced something that got me really excited. I mean, there is Project Horizon, but who knows when that's coming. Universal Studios Great Britain is the most exciting thing to come out of this country ever. They're not just building a theme park. They are not messing around here. They're going to be bringing actual immersive theming. They're going to be bringing fully fleshed out lands. They're going to be bringing world-class entertainment and also rides that tell a story. These rides, they're not just going to be you get on, you scream, you get off, and you buy the ride photo. These rides are going to be fully immersive ride experiences, and I cannot wait. Fair enough, Universal Studios have IPs which make it a little easier to make these immersive ride experiences. I mean, they have the likes of Jurassic World, Harry Potter, Nintendo, Minions, DreamWorks, some of which will be coming to Universal Studios Great Britain. But they do their IPs well. Nothing close to what Gangster Granny the ride is. But having said all of this, this is the perfect chance for Merlin to step their game up. And Merlin, they have said that they are going to be stepping up their game by introducing IPs into their parks. This could go really well, or it could go terribly wrong. I mean, there is the Minecraft area, which is coming to Chessington World of Adventures, and they bought in the World of Jumanji as well. Both of those have been really good. So that is an example of Merlin doing IP as well. But then you've got the other IPs, which I don't think Merlin have done well. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen, but it could go either way. Universal Studios, they always have incredible shows with projection mapping, so it'd be good to see Merlin start to introduce things like that. I mean, we do have the fireworks spectacular at Alton Towers, which is always incredible. That is world class. I cannot fault that whatsoever. I love going to the fireworks spectacular. But it would be good to see more shows like that at Merlin Parks, because it's only really the fireworks spectacular that does something like that. I think at Warwick Castle, personally I've never been, but I think they do a projection mapping on there as well. So yeah, it'd be good to see more of that across all of the parks, because for sure Universal Great Britain, they are going to be doing something similar like they do over at their other parks. A positive that I will say about Merlin is that they do their non-IP rides and attractions very well. I mean, take Nemesis Reborn, for example, Forbidden Valley. They've done an incredible job building that story of the Phalanx. You've got some great rides. You have Nemesis Reborn. You also have Toxicator now as well. Both of those have great stories, some great theming as well. So I can't fault any of that. My worry with Merlin now is that they're going to focus too much on IPs and bringing them into their parks to battle with Universal Studios rather than creating their own original ideas. And I think this could go wrong, but we will see. Now, food. I'm not going to expand on this too much because you probably already know. Butterbeer, giant Simpsons donuts, all the themed snacks that you get at Universal Studios. And then you have Merlin, where you can get like a cornetto, and whatever food they do at Woodcutter's Bar and Grill now, or whatever it's called. I think they changed the name of it to something like Oak and Chains. Either way, the food sucks. And finally, the operations. Universal, they know how to move people. Their queues are tight. Virtual queues, they're also a thing too at the Universal parks. Whereas Merlin, on the other hand, they can be very hit and miss. Some days the operations can be great, but then other days they can be not so great. I'm thinking about the opening day of the 2025 season at Alton Towers when the Nemesis Reborn queue was at 2.5 hours. Whereas B&M roller coasters, they should just be eating up guests. But of course, this is also down to money. Merlin, they are a giant, but Universal Studios, they are a monster. Universal have all the money to burn on all these immersive rides, attractions, lands, and experiences. And Merlin, although they are big, they can't do things to the scale that Universal can. But having said that, Merlin, they should be spending their money on the right things. And hopefully we start to see that over the next few years before Universal arrives. Now, to be clear, I do still love Merlin. It might not seem like it from this video, but I do still love Merlin. I still love going to their parks. As I said at the very start of this video, I love visiting most weekends. I grew up in their parks and I still want to visit all the time, even when Universal Studios arrives. But competition, it breeds greatness, and I do believe in Merlin. I think they can do this, and I'm excited to see what they come up with over the next few years. Universal is going to make them rethink, and that goes for all other UK theme parks too, which aren't owned by Merlin. Universal Studios Great Britain is going to make Merlin rethink, reinvest, and relaunch their parks into the modern era, and in my opinion, that is a positive for absolutely everyone. So now the clock is ticking. Universal Studios Great Britain is on the way. It's coming in 2031. So let's see what you've got, Merlin. Do you think that Merlin can survive a Universal takeover? Let me know in the comments. These are, of course, all my opinions. Some of you may completely disagree with everything that I've said in this video, but everyone has their own opinions, and I'd love to hear yours, so let me know in the comments. I'll be sharing all future Universal Studios news, updates, and videos right here on this channel, so make sure to stay tuned for all of those. And if you want to check out my video where I put Alton Towers to battle with Thorpe Park, then click this video right here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.